In this video, we're going to review the LogoJET weekly maintenance procedure. As you can see here, we have a checklist that we can walk through step by step. If you don't have the checklist, contact support and we'll get a copy over to you. In order to do this procedure, we're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver, a Q-tip, lint-free pad, paper towel, oil, non-acetone nail polish remover, and isopropyl alcohol. In order to start the procedure, if the printer is on, you can just hit printer power to put it back into test mode. Once it's in test mode, you're going to want to lower the bed to give yourself enough room to get to the print head. You see here, you can use the down and up buttons to move the bed. Alright, now once you have the bed lowered, you're going to push and hold auto height for 3 seconds until you see head moving. Now you're going to let it go through the procedure until you see head move OK. Once you see head move OK, you can hit kill the main power button, and now the head will move freely on the rail. Now the first thing that I like to do is I'm going to start off by cleaning the encoder strip. And we're going to use just a dry wipe with the lint-free pad by pinching the encoder strip with one hand and wiping away from your fingers in order to clean the strip. You don't want to put any pressure on the ends of the strip. You want to put all the pressure on your fingers. You're going to move the head over, get these cables out of your way, and you're going to wipe down the other side as well. Now it looks like there's nothing on the strip. But once you're done wiping, you can look at the cloth and see that there is something coming off of the strip. If you have any obvious ink stains, you're going to want to just use a little bit of the isopropyl alcohol, put it onto the pad, and then wipe down the ink stain on the strip. Just like that. And once you have that completed, you can wipe down the bottom of the print head using the same lint-free pad. You're just going to use the non-acetone nail polish remover. You're going to put some on the pad. You're going to get underneath the print head and wipe in a gentle circular motion. Just gently wipe and pat the bottom of the head to get any residual ink off of the head. And you're going to flip the pad over and do it one more time. And then while I'm down here, I always clean off the bottom of this areas as well whenever I'm finished, just to get any residual ink from there. Okay. And once we're finished with that, we can move on to cleaning the capping station. That's where the screwdriver comes in. If you look on the side here, you can put the screwdriver into this bit, which will allow you to put the capping station through its movements. Now, to start, you're going to want to put about 1 full syringe worth of solution in each side. You're going to want to just pull it up. As you can see here, it's just pulling. So then once it starts to pull, we can use our screwdriver to just go back and forth until you see both sides drain freely. And once it starts to drain, you just put more solution in and just keep draining it. And you can see it drain out through the top of the capping station and also through the waste tube underneath. So now we got both of them freely draining. We're just going to put enough solution through here to try to turn the pads semi-white. You're not going to get them completely white. We just want to get all the residual ink so that nothing's drying inside of the capping station and clogging those tubes. Okay. Once we're done with that, we're just going to put some of the nail polish remover onto the Q-tip. And then we're going to use that to clean the rubber ridge area around the capping station. Just going to get all residual ink off of there. And then once you're done with that, you need to clean the wiper blade. In order to get it to appear, you see here, you don't see the wiper blade, but if you keep turning the screwdriver, eventually the wiper blade will pop up, and then you have access to clean it. And you can use either the Q-tip for this, or you can use your lint-free pad. You just want to gently wipe it down, getting all the residual ink off of it. And then we're done cleaning the capping station. The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to oil the machine. We have a bottle of 3-in-1 oil here. You can use sewing machine oil with a syringe if you have that. You're just going to want to put a couple drops on the rail here. And you're going to want to put a couple drops on the other side of the rail here. And you're going to want to slide the head back and forth. Now, if the capping station is in the up position, that's about as far as you can go with the head. Don't worry about that. It'll oil the rest whenever you start up the printer. The next thing we're going to oil is going to be the worm gear and the 2 rails. The worm gear is the most important part to oil. You want to put a decent amount of oil on it the whole way down. This is going to ensure the printer will function properly. You just want to put a drop of oil every so often here on the side rails. Now once you oil the front, you get behind the printer and you oil the back. For the purpose of the video, I'm not going to get back there. But you want to, once you oil the front and the back, you want to move the bed through the entire range of motion 4 or 5 times. Okay. Now if you see any buildup on the front side of the screw here or on the print rails over here, you're going to want to wipe that off with a paper towel or lint-free pad just to get the buildup off of there. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to check the waste bottle to see if that needs to be emptied. To get access to the waste bottle, you're going to open up the side of the printer and you're going to see the waste bottle here. Now there's 2 things you need to do once you're in here. You need to clean off the ends of these tubes here, the waste tubes, to make sure that there's no dry, crusty buildup on there, which can block off the tubes. And then you're going to want to check your waste bottle and empty that out. Now, whenever you empty the waste bottle, please do not put it in the trash or dump it down a drain. You're going to want to collect it inside of a larger container and then dispose of it as a proper hazmat facility. Okay, and that brings us to the end of the maintenance procedure for the weekly.